Mary put her hands on the board where you order, and she's trying to just pull herself up as a joke. They didn't try to get into the Grub truck. It's important that you say the facts and remember that these two victims are not here today to defend themselves, unfortunately. But we are not blind. We can see the Grub truck clip clearly. They paid for the food. Everyone was having a laugh. In fact, I think that the two innocent victims were the only ones who did not know what was going on. A lot was going on. You were busy roaming around like a bodyguard. You were following number 9 when he went to pick up whatever he had to pick up, blocking the way. So that the cameras couldn't see, allegedly. You seem to be finding a lot of sense of humor, allegedly, in something that is actually really awful. 4 young people lost their lives. And all you could talk about is the eyes, how intoxicated they were. That we could see clearly. You don't need to tell us that. And I haven't heard you not even once say rest in peace to any of the victims. I don't think you mean anything by that, but remember, these are deceased people. You need to be mindful how you speak because they have families listening.
As soon as they called my number, I told the guy, I said, they're leaving, bro. And then because they called my number, all pasta. I couldn't think about just eating macaroni and cheese. Oh, I think it's suspicious how much Joe remembers. I'm an adult, like as fame or something like that. What is wrong with you? That's such a disgusting thing to think. Like, who would be excited about this? Everybody. The only reason I even answered the Daily Mail guy at first is because he showed up to my friend's house. Like, physically showed up to my friend's house, trying to find me or trying to get information about me. Yeah. I just wanted to help. A part of me too felt guilty because I was laughing. I kind of laughed at the girls, watching them be drunk because, let's be honest, anybody that lives here, the whole reason that the Grub Bus has a Twitch stream is because the people, I call them zombies, but just kind of like, because they're just people come from all walks throughout the night. A lot of drunk people come there after they've finished their night drinking to load up on carbs, eat food. Police come there that are working late. They come get their food. They just park right behind the bus. People like me come there who just want pasta in the middle of the night. It's all walks of life, all people. But it makes for an interesting crowd pretty late, and so they always live stream it. That's the reason they live stream it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that information, actually. So all kind of people come to the Grub truck. You'll call them zombies. So that actually confirms. You said all kind of people from different kind of lives, people who are drunk. Obviously, I'm not going to say people on drugs, but we can see the activities going on in the what's it called? Should we call it the Grub truck? And then some people are actually saying that number 9 was putting a chewing gum in Maddie's mouth. That is the spot to come and collect not only food, because you can imagine, allegedly, he said himself, everyone is a zombie when they come there. So the Grub truck, let's get it clear, or let's get it crystal clear, they don't sell alcohol. So they're selling food. The people who come from all kind of lifestyles, all kind of zombie people. I'm quoting Vito. Are you one of the zombie people allegedly? Or are you working with the zombie people? Is my question. I'm not accusing you of anything, but there seems to be a lot of activities. And since you all go there to get yourself a grub, macaroni and cheese, did you say? You would know exactly what was going on there. Vito said that he doesn't know John Showalter. That's hard for me to believe, and I'll explain why. Vito, John Showalter, John Jack Showalter Jr., Madison May Morgan, may she rest in peace, Kaylee Jane Congalvis, may she rest in peace, and the other two victims too. They all came from the Corner Club. We saw them clearly talking about Maddie. What did he tell Adam? The Corner Club is only 5 minutes or 3-4 minutes walk to the Grub truck. So Joe himself has said that he saw the girls drunk, intoxicated, whatever his words, stupid words are. I really say that stupid words because that's not something you say about deceased people. But let me continue. All these people came from the Corner Club. We saw Jack D, that's Kaylee's former boyfriend, sitting and talking to the two victims, Maddie and Kaylee. So how could he say that he doesn't know John Jack Showalter? The Corner Club, you can check it out on Google Maps, is not big inside. It's a small place. So it's not like you can't see people. You can see each and every person. Even if it's crowded, I believe you would see everyone while you're passing to go outside or to go to the toilet. We know how those small clubs work. So for him to pretend that he doesn't know John Jack Showalter, they were having lengthy conversations. They were having laughs. There was a period of time, both of them on their phones, texting. You could see them literally writing something. And they weren't far from each other. I personally wonder, this is just a speculation, were they texting each other? He was even joking with the guy with the sleeveless top and the shorts. He said he did not even know him. He just found it strange that he was just wearing this kind of clothes in a cold weather. It is possible, but I don't believe that Joe doesn't know John Jack Showalter. You don't talk to a person like that if you don't know them. Doesn't make sense.
Twitch for the Grub bus. One thing I did say that I'm glad that was reported truthfully is that I have a little girl, and I mean she's a baby. She's like not even 2 yet, and she's my world. And there's a dad out there that these girls that they're his world, and they're gone. So kind of guilty because instead of helping them when they were drunk, they were entertainment.
Joe Vito, I'm a licensed mental health counselor and a licensed cognitive behavior therapist. I take that with pride, and I have a lot of experience in my job. So I do appreciate that you're actually taking accountability and thinking twice and being mindful of what you say now. You mentioned that you have a little girl. May God bless her. And now you mentioned that you feel bad because those girls are have their fathers and they're their father's world. You got that right. But if you know that you are still saying that on this interview many times, that they were intoxicated, they were drunk, they were falling around. So are you really owning your mistake, or are you continuing with it? It doesn't make sense to me. In life, when you know that you made a mistake and you apologize for it, don't repeat it. And when you said that you feel bad and you feel kind of guilty, of course, that you could have done something about it, you're talking about the grub truck. Why don't you talk about when Maddie and Kaylee allegedly were getting drunk or intoxicated and you were overpowering them with drinks in the corner club? Why didn't you talk to Adam and the bartenders and all the people there and say, I have a daughter, stop serving these girls so much? I'm starting to believe allegedly that the girls were intoxicated for some kind of reason. They must have had a couple of drinks, but this doesn't sound right. Was something else given to them? I can see all the fishy activities happening in the grub truck. People are entitled to believe what they believe, but my eyes are not deceiving me. I saw what I saw, and the whole grub truck needs to be investigated. I'm surprised that you said the police they come there for food. That means the police ain't doing their job. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. We have grub trucks in the UK, but believe me, when the police come around those areas or even off licenses, they watch. They'll be watching from their cars and their vans what people are up to. And before you know that, they're not uniform cops. They will be right behind you. They wouldn't ignore such things because they know it can bring serious things, like what happened to the quadruple murders. All this could have been prevented from the corner club. I've always said that people are entitled to believe what they believe. It all started from the corner club. The girls were intoxicated there. Whether they bought their drinks or whether even a Mickey could have been put, a roofie could have been put in their drinks. Feel sorry for the poor victims. May they rest in peace. This is so unfair. I'm not saying this is what caused their murder, but this is one of the things that could have led to the murder. Obviously, if you want to unlive someone, God forbid, people will be thinking of getting them there in the most vulnerability state. You should have stopped the bartender from serving the girls or any other girls or any other boys who are in that situation. The corner club's license should have been taken temporary. And I really mean it. It should have been taken. The corner club's license. Here in the UK, they would have shut down the whole club and investigated and tried to find out what led to the murders, and then tried to find out what exactly is going on in the Grub Truck Club, and what is going on in the corner club. They should have opened a whole investigation. When I was much younger, I used to work in a restaurant, but we had to be careful what we sell. And we have to be careful not to continue selling to people who are intoxicated. Because my manager, my boss knew his license would have been gone. Something happened in the corner club because we clearly heard Kaylee asking Maddie, what did he tell Adam? And she said, I told Adam like everything. And we heard what John Showalter said after that, although they cut it off now.
Entertainment. While I was waiting for food, they were just the entertainment. They were just the drunk people that everybody laughs at, you know? And it's sad, and some people think that's disrespectful. I mean, it was what was happening. They were drunk. They were out there drunk like that. And one of my toxic traits is that I take on the weight of everything that's going on around me, both personally or just even with friends and stuff. And so any of my friends that know me, they reached out to me pretty much right away because they knew that this was going to be eating me up. And it has.
Wow. You don't seem to be taking any kind of accountability, do you? Where's your boundaries? Where's your mindfulness? Where's your self-respect, Joe? They were entertainment for y'all. They were someone's world for their parents, their siblings, their aunts, their uncles, their grandmothers, their grandfathers, the people who loved them. They were 20 years old, 21 years old. What part of entertainment do you see laughing at young girls who could end up in trouble instead of actually escorting them home, looking after them? You have a little daughter, you said. Wow, I'm gobsmacked. This is not normal. If you find this entertainment, you need to go find something to do. Go bungee jumping or something. Young girls that got intoxicated probably from whoever poured them the drinks, which you were aware of since you're sober and you have your eyes everywhere. Shame. That's all I can say. Shame on you. I don't care who says what. You can contact me, Joe. It doesn't really bother me. I do therapy for a living. And that kind of language is so unmindful, so hurtful. Think about Maddie and Kaylee's parents who are listening to you, who don't even know what happened to their beloved children. You said the word drunk over 40 times, intoxicated, God knows how many times, entertainment. They're trying to grab food. They weren't grabbing food. They weren't trying to jump into the truck, Grub truck. No. Maddie was fooling around when she put her hand. And you are watching what was put in Maddie's mouth by number 9. You can say whatever you want. Call it a tissue, chewing gum, whatever. Nobody goes around hiding in a corner getting chewing gum and then putting it up someone's mouth. I wasn't born yesterday. This man is so disrespectful. You did this interview a couple of days or 2 days after. You did this interview with the reporter even. The next day, following day, not even one tear, no remorse, no empathy, no sadness, while the 4 parents are crying for their children. It hurts me because I'm a parent who has children their age and younger. That is so wrong.
Things on it, and I tried to set those straight, and apparently it fueled more Reddit BS and more rumors. I don't understand how people are making this into an entertainment thing. Like, I live here. My friends are scared to walk to their cars. I'm a big guy, and I'm strong. I don't feel super safe going outside alone at night either. I just hope people realize that there's real people that are affected by this stuff.
Oh my God, did you actually say hope people realize that this is not entertainment? You're the only person entertaining this horrible, horrific crime or victims. How dare do you say that people find it entertaining? You are on TikTok. Thank God you said TikTok. We people on YouTube are trying to figure out what happened here. We are parents. Most of us, we have loved ones. And we feel the pain of these parents. We want to help these parents to get justice for their children. You're trying to tell us now that how can you act like it's entertainment? You're the only one who's the clown here. Who's talking bad about deceased people. You knew they were dead from the next morning, and you're still talking about how drunk they were. And Kaylee, mind you, paid for food. They ordered one food, cheese with macaroni. I do my research. Don't disrespect the victims and their loved ones. You need to stop making it as entertainment. I've said that 10 times. You could have stopped what was happening in the corner club, but you were too busy standing and laughing and looking at the girls.
At the end of the day, I feel like people need to stop trying to reach out to me to get statements. There's so many other people that know more about what's going on than I do. I just happen to be getting macaroni and cheese at the same time as them.
So you do agree that the other people that know more about what happened to the girls, why don't you give us their names? Or why don't you give the police their names? Which one? Who knows more? Number 9? The guy without a t-shirt or without a hoodie or whatever, with the shorts? Let me think, who else? Number 8 was there too. John Shawalter, of course he knows everything. He knows everything. Who else knows more? Your 2 friends who were hugging each other and pulling each other up? Just look at his eyes, searching for the right words to say.
I don't really speak to anything else. And people need to stop dragging whoever through the mud, especially if you don't live here and you don't know anybody, you don't know what's going on really. This isn't funny and it's not entertaining.
Actually, I don't know who dragged you across the mud. It was definitely TikTokers. I'm just trying to analyze your interview on my terms, mindfully, respectfully. And I'm not like you. I have empathy and I have respect for victims and for their families. May they rest in peace. Condolence to the families. But you know the people who knew more than you, and you're saying, don't drag people to the mud. Don't bring other questions. Don't search for me. What is this about? I just thought you said that you wanted to help. That's what you said in the beginning of the interview. You can't even look directly in the camera. Strange. You're the only one who's been entertaining this nonsense. You, number 9, the people on the Grub truck, John Showalter, it's only y'all allegedly. Especially you. I won't say allegedly for you because you've been saying a lot. You said from your own words that you like to make fun of people who are intoxicated. You call them zombies. Guess what? Those innocent victims are not here today to tell us exactly what happened in the Grub truck and the corner club and at home. So you should be the last person telling us that this is not entertainment. We are very mindful on YouTube. We try to be mindful. And for anyone who thinks that I'm dragging Joe to the mud, or if Joe thinks that, call me Joe. I would really love to ask you questions. Because usually I don't do live streams, I don't do interviews, because that